What's wrong with the new anti-migration bill? Illegal? The language used by the UK government criminalises people who have not travelled directly from the country in which they faced persecution. However, the European Convention of Human Rights recognises that refugees often don't have a chance to obtain a visa, and this should not take away their right to seek safety.
Safe third country? Home Secretary Suella Braverman visited Rwanda in March to discuss the Rwanda plan and tour the housing built for migrants in Kigali. She was accompanied by photojournalists from right-wing media outlets, such as GB News and Daily Mail. The trip was paid for by public funds. The selected outlets then published images of smiling Suella, admiring the work that has been done on migrant housing. She said, "These houses are really beautiful, high quality, welcoming, and I quite like your interior design. I need some advice myself."
Comments and imagery like this exploit people's trauma and distort the truth. Deportation doesn't provide safety to migrants. It's a traumatizing experience which often exacerbates people's mental health issues. In severe cases, it ends in homelessness or death.
Exceptional circumstances and serious and irreversible harm. The new anti-migration bill allows a person to challenge their deportation by arguing that it would cause a risk of serious and irreversible harm. The time frame to do so is only 7 days, and the procedures are unclear. Deportation is inherently dangerous, plagued with mental and physical risks. Moreover, continued cuts to legal aid mean that few people have access to the legal support they need in order to challenge their deportation.
Is the illegal migration bill legal? The Home Secretary Braverman admitted that the new bill was more than 50% likely to break human rights laws.
And it does. See for yourself how the bill breaches the European Convention on Human Rights. The convention says that refugee status is declaratory, which means the country does not give the status to anyone, it recognizes the person's existing status. The government is obliged to carry out the determination of a refugee status. The bill would allow government to refuse to carry out this process. This defeats the pragmatic purpose of ECHR, which helps countries to distinguish refugees from other non-nationals. The convention obliges governments to treat all people claiming asylum as if they were refugees until it is determined objectively that they are not. The bill would allow the UK government to deport people to Rwanda before they can challenge this decision. The convention recognizes that refugees fleeing imminent danger may not have the option to apply for a visa to a safe country. The bill would allow the government to penalize people purely on the basis of how they arrived in the UK. The convention recognizes that refugees flee to countries where they perceive sanctuary exists. This means that some countries may receive larger number of arrivals. However, this should not give the UK government free rein to deport asylum seekers to another country such as Rwanda.
Despite all this damning evidence, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak believes the UK government is acting in compliance with the European Commission on Human Rights and meeting our international obligations. He also promised to fight any legal attempts to challenge the bill, saying, "We are up for the fight, we wouldn't be standing here if we weren't, but actually we are confident that we will win."
Instead of this inhumane, illegal, and unworkable bill, the government should focus on creating a compassionate, fair, and efficient asylum system. A system that protects rather than punishing refugees and honors the fundamental right to seek asylum, stands up for the UN Refugee Convention and the UK's history as a founding signatory. A system that provides alternatives to channel crossings by opening more safe routes for arrival, gives people a fair hearing and reduces the backlog of asylum applications, restores funding for legal aid.
Stay informed by following the progress of the bill's passage here. bills.parliament.uk/bills/3429. In the meantime, there are things you can do to stand up for refugees.
Use your voice. Share the message prepared by Together with Refugees on your social media. Feel free to take a screenshot or copy it from the description. Sample tweet: denying people the human right to claim asylum, forcibly removing people to Rwanda, locking people up simply for seeking safety. The government's #refugee ban bill does not represent us. It's time for a fair, compassionate and workable asylum system. #Together with Refugees.
You can also create your own social media post, write to your MP, link to template in bio, and share this video to spread awareness.